My dog, huh? It's been about 7 weeks overdue. But better late than never.
No, it hasn't.
Ain't it
It's
right?
been it's been 2 weeks. For
Better
sure.
late than never, dog.
You know, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I've been sitting on. I've had these findings for a long time. You don't know why I called you up here to the vineyard?
Why is that?
Because this is a place of growth. This is a place of prosperity, harvest, yield, upward trajectory. You know, you're in such a predicament of growth, both in forehead per capita and a gang you operate. You know? I know the answers you're looking for, Aubrey. The answers you want. But they're not the answers you need. I'll give you the answer you want. I have questioned Coop, Maynard, Frank, Deke, Vidal, Michael Manx, a bunch of people, like a healthy roster of your gang. All people that had opinions of the gang's inner workings. And the facts are, without watching the box, it's a he said, she said situation. And the only way you can validate such things is if you're there. And unfortunately, the only people that were there were Maynard and Future. Did Future say, yes, Manor, you can do this job with us? I cannot say with certainty that he did. But I can tell you this. The facts surrounding this, all of this, points towards the likelihood of him saying it is more probable than the likelihood of Maynard lying. Which you already knew that. You already knew that.
So you're telling me you don't know anything? So you're telling me I waited 5 weeks for you to come with me? With
I am not
hold on. Wait,
presenting my
okay,
findings.
Go. Carry on.
See, that's the answer you want to hear. That's the job you gave me, but in my line of work, there's a job within the job. There's an answer within the answer. And you're too afraid to give me that job. Hello, Alana. You were late. He got here before you did. He came in a helicopter.
Hey, well, if you didn't have me fucking change, I'd have been here on time.
Did Future say, yeah, the Manor can do the job with us? Probably. But that shouldn't matter to you. What should matter to you is the actions that followed. Future did the fucking job with the Manor. Not only did he do the job with the Manor, he knew they were a part of it. He knew they were on the same radio channel. He can stomp his feet, kick his feet, and say, I didn't say they could go ahead. If Future said no right then and there, the job would have been off. He didn't say no. His silence is an affirmation to the fact. These are things you already knew before you gave him this job. Abra, you coddle him. You coddled him. Your gang agrees with that sentiment.
Come on. Let me tell you something.
Future is your beloved son. You will never reprimand him. Not reprimanding within where that has a detrimental effect. He is an asset to you. He is the other half. If Future is out of the gang ain't gonna be the gang to you. I see the dynamic. We can go through a list of transgressions Future's had. I've done extensive research. You heard of his list? It all begins with Ratchet. You know Ratchet? He's with the clowns now, but before he was a clown, he was a crackhead. He used to roll with your old crew, Gulag gang. What happened? He was at odds with Future. Ratchet gone. Let's move down the list. Who's next? Kevin Ram. He was at odds with Future. Maybe Kevin Ram was in the wrong. But who's left standing? Future Hendrix. After that, some fella named Poe. Future and him at odds. Who's left standing? J. Hobbs. Who's left standing? Today, Maynard. Buzzing. Whether Future is right in his actions or not, there is a pattern here, and you see it. But you refuse to act. You refuse to take action against him because you know the Iron Man. Your love for him, you're blinded by it. You cherish his company, and that's understandable. And you gave me this job to save face, didn't you? That's why you brought your gang to that meeting. You wanted them to know that you were gonna hold them accountable. And I was gonna be your gunman. I was gonna be the one that was gonna help you pull the trigger. To settle qualms, to finally bury this hatchet of the future problem. The future question, let's call it. Aubrey, the job within the job is...
I would
say Future did it.
I would like to request a refund.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
So
you don't need a what do you mean?
So I waited 5
now you're in
I
fucking
waited
denial.
5 weeks. I waited 5 weeks for you to give me an answer which you said you will get for me, and it's been delayed about 4 weeks. It was supposed to happen 3 weeks ago. There was supposed to be a court case about this, but you come with a guaranteed answer on what happened. Okay? I said use any means necessary, which you didn't do, and you came to me with no answer. You came to me with the same answer I had when I met you 5 weeks back at the KDA office. You absolute useless fuck.
Yeah.
Listen, good sir. Do you understand? You don't even know why you gave me that job. You don't even understand what you asked of me that day. They say the client knows best, but in this case, Aubrey, I'm doing you a favor here. I'm giving you the answer you need.
You haven't given me shit. What have you given me, Carmine? There's no answer.
You want me to watch
you came
the
to
fucking
me.
black box and say yeah?
Ah,
What
yes.
does it
Yeah, at
change?
this point,
If
just
he
anything.
said-
You came to me with
if he-
nothing. You came to me with the
if he
same
said-
shit.
If I come to you right now and I present to you the black box
Here's
and I
the problem.
say yes,
Here's the problem. Here's the problem, Carmine. Here's the problem, Carmine. Right? Maybe some of the shit you said is true. Okay? Maybe some of the shit that you said is true. Right? For Future to be punished, I need 100% proof without him having any type of argument back where it could be like, well, I didn't know until it was too late. Well, I need zero excuses. You see what I'm saying? That's why I came to you, to make sure that I get a zero excuse case where he can't make any type of excuse for his actions, and it's 100% binned on him, right? But the way it is right now, it's all excuses, and you have helped nothing towards that case, Carmine. Zero, nothing. On the same page where when the shit began, nothing has changed. I need you to prove the fact that this happened 100%. So when I go to Future and approach him like, yo, Future, why'd you do this job with the Manor? It's not like, well, it wasn't my idea. I didn't know it was too late by the time I knew. I don't need that argument. That's why I came to you, and you can't even prove it for me because you're a useless detective.
it's true. It is true. I thought it was a lie, but it's fucking. That motherfucker has you under a spell, man. He has you gaslit to the wazoo. You're fucking lost in the sauce. You're forgetting that you're the gang leader and you don't need fucking confirmation. You already have the facts. You had your answer the day you came to me. Future did the job regardless. Whether he said yes or no does not fucking matter. It doesn't matter. He did it.
Wow.
He did it. He could have said no. You just don't want to pull. You can't pull the trigger because you're afraid of him talking you in circles. You can skip all that. You can just say, hey, this is the decision I have come to. This is your punishment. Done. You can't do that. You gotta listen to a stupid fucking black box. You're weak, Aubrey. You're weak.
You're a
You're
disappointment,
a weak
Carmine.
man.
You're a disappointment.
And
You
you're
know-
a weak man. I've given you the answer you need. You just can't fucking bring yourself to pull the goddamn trigger.
You're a disappointment. I came here and you know what? I had another job lined up for you. I had an actual very important job lined up for you. But seeing as you took 5 weeks to come back to me with no fucking answer at all, I am just
You
disappointed.
got the answer you got the answer you needed that you didn't want but you need. Deep down, you know everything I've said here is fucking the truth. It is right. A black box doesn't fucking matter. Oh, how about this? Let's say I watched it. Yeah, he said yes. Now what?
That's a different story.
Okay, that's the story I'm going with. There we go. I watched it. He said, yeah, fuck it. Why not? There we go.
That's the official verdict?
That's the official verdict.
Alright. As long as that's the official verdict of the case, then I'm happy. As long as I got an answer.
Okay. All right.
Now,
well,
that's what you're gonna stick with, right?
that's what you want. My integrity.
That's what
as
you're
a
gonna stick with?
detective- My integrity as a detective is being tarnished with this conclusion. This answer is not the answer that you deserve. You deserve better than this. The answer you're forcing from me.
Well, here's the
Good
thing.
luck.
Deep down, I know what happened. Because I know idiot's too much of a fucking bitch to lie to me. Right? I needed proof. That's what I needed.
Oh, you have it now. By the way, I do need to inform you. I had a conversation with Future. He pulled a gun on me several times. When I took this case, you promised me that there'll be no retaliations towards me, and that I'll not end up like the rest on his list.
You'll
gonna
be
happen,
just
right?
fine. You'll be just fine.
If I go missing, Aubrey. You lied to me, and that motherfucker gets me. I'll not be on the list of the Iron Man. I will not continue your fucking sick cycle.
Well, come on, maybe. Hey, I might see you around. I might have another job for you. I'll let you know, okay?
What about me?
You too. I got a different job for you, Alana.